Japan, Japan, Japan. Oh, Japan. They have been my favorite team. Them and Saudi Arabia, my favorite team at the 2022 World Cup in Doha. They have played with pride. They have played with tenacity, enthusiasm, honor, integrity. They've entertained us. They've given us two of the best, maybe most unexpected wins of the tournament against Germany and against the Spaniards. They take the lead today against Croatia, the team that came second in the World Cup last time, a huge footballing nation. They take that lead. And they throw it away. They throw it away. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Legitimately shocked. I don't want to be rude because they were my favorite team here. But that is the worst penalty taking I have ever seen in my life. Horrendous. I, I genuinely mean that. Horrendous. Horrendous penalty taking. To a man. To a man. Horrendous. We'll move on to Croatia in a few moments. The Japanese, I wanted them through. The football is silky. The way they conduct themselves is class. But they just didn't have the minerals in the end. They just didn't have that je ne sais quoi. That they need to develop some strikers. I know that their strikers play well, run hard, and press. They need some killers. They need some killers. They need some attackers that are killers. Because if this team were deadly, they would have put Croatia to bed. If this team was deadly, they would have finished this game off sooner. It's really, really disappointing result. And that's no disrespect to Croatia, who, again, a team, you just look at that line up there when you look at it, the Perisic's, the Modric, Kovacic's, Lovrens, young Guardiola coming through. Brilliant players, and they'll be back. I mean, they're still in the tournament. I don't want to take nothing away from them. I don't want to be disrespectful. But Japan have been so brilliant in this tournament, and I'm watching the replays of those penalties again now. Legitimately, I've never seen professional footballers hit a ball so bad consistently. Three of the four absolute pony penalties. Just not quite the guts. Just not quite uh, just didn't quite have the ability in the end to do it. And it's frustrating to see. Really is frustrating for me to see because I wanted them to go on to that next round and they just couldn't quite do it. On Croatia, though, listen, they're in a quarterfinals. They're in a quarterfinals. But I really don't see them. It's Brazil they play if they get through. Unless I'm mistaken, I believe it's going to be Brazil they play. Brazil or South Korea. Probably going to be Brazil, right? Croatia have only won one game at the whole World Cup. They smashed Canada 4-1. Every other game's been a draw. And they're in a quarterfinal. It's crazy how the tournament can work out. One win at the World Cup so far, and they find themselves in a quarterfinal. They just have enough to get themselves over that line. Before we go any further, I want to introduce our sponsors today, the Hitch app. I know so many of you, hundreds of you, have signed up already. The best social media, social profile, not profiling, social polling app in the world. Great polls, great discussions across multiple subjects, not just football and sport. Go and check it out. And their World Cup predictor. How many coins have you earned so far? I have earned nearly £27 in 2 days. £27. It's a nice little bit of pocket money. I'm literally going to be taking that money out of the account and giving it to my kids for pocket money. And all I'm doing is doing quizzes, football quizzes, and voting on people's polls. It's amazing. It's the best app I have ever had. It pays me to use it. It pays you to use it. So get it downloaded now. Just a link in the description or scan that QR code on the screen and come and follow me at the Football Terrace over there. But can Croatia move forward from here? No. I'm not being horrible. Croatia are not moving forward from this point. They will go out against Brazil. They really will. They are pushing their luck like you could not believe. They really, really are. They're not that great a side. They've regressed massively. They've regressed hugely from 4 years ago, and a lot of that's age. A lot of that is their players have got older. You know, they don't have an out and out killer themselves up top. Perisic, who was a world class player in my opinion, you know, he's not anymore. He's old, and I don't mean it rudely. They've got to try and come again. But listen, not a bad, not bad to get to that quarterfinals. And I think that'll be the kind of end result for them. As an overall gaming spectacle, though, it was entertaining. You know, you break it down again. Like, what do we get in this game? 20, 30 shots on goal, which was great. Umpteen chances created. Some really good saves from both goalkeepers. Both teams went at it. Probably the most, like, England's game for me as an England fan was the most entertaining uh, round the last 16 game so far because of how much I wanted England to win. And it's a different kind of enjoyment when your own team is doing it. But this was definitely the most entertaining game so far. I did predict via the hit jap that this would be the first game to go to penalties. It had penalties written all over it because neither team had killers in it. And when you don't have a team with killers in it, you even need a team to have both teams have multiple killers to score many goals, or a team that has barely any finishers on either side, and you'll get penalties. You get low score draws, or nil-nils. You go all the way to penalties, and that is what we got tonight. But it was an entertaining game. The eye test was there to see. You know, the one thing missing from this game was enough individual brilliance. There was moments of it, but not enough. You know, moments of it, but not enough. It was a little bit underseasoned in that way. A little bit underseasoned in that way. But overall, a very, very entertaining game indeed. I'm sure the Japanese are going to walk away proud. I'm sure the Japanese are going to, that they'll get a hero's welcome when they return. And it's probably another day where Arsenal fans are happy because Tomiyasu plays one less game. Tomiyasu can join his teammates and focus on the restart of the Premier League as opposed to another World Cup game or more after this. So it's, I know they had the Gabriel Jesus news that's wrong, but Arsenal fans will be happy with this result, you know, because they get their player back. But they'll be proud of this, I think. They'll be proud of this, I think. Croatia probably licking their lips and thinking, Jesus Christ, free hit if we get Brazil because we weren't even expected to get this far. We only won one game and it's against Canada, who were practically making their debut, or at least their first appearance in what, 50, 60 odd years? I don't even know if Canada ever been to a World Cup before. I don't even know. I didn't do the research. But there we go. I do want to get your thoughts and feelings and opinions on it, though, people. Did Croatia deserve it? Did the Japanese deserve it? Have you ever seen a penalty shootout that bad? I don't know. I haven't personally. And who do you think Croatia are going to get in that next round? I want to know. Make sure you leave comments below. Make sure you download the Hit Chat to also do your World Cup predictor as well. But until next time, take care. Goodbye. God bless. And we'll see you all again very, very soon. Thank you.